At this point, you've seen the activity lifecycle yourself, built up and understand this diagram, have a sense of what code should occur between each lifecycle state, and you've even looked at the lifecycle library. We're going to explore a few more tricky but important edge cases. Let's dive into that mystery that we encountered at the start of the lesson. What we saw was that users were saying they'd navigate away from the app, come back, and their score would be gone. We know that the normal activity behavior is not to destroy the activity when you temporarily leave. But we also know that one of the Android OS's main concerns is keeping the activity in the foreground running smoothly. If your user is using a GPS app to help them catch a bus, it's of utmost importance that that renders quickly and keeps reading them directions. It is of far less importance that the dessert pusher game that they opened 3 days ago is running smoothly in the background. So the OS will regulate apps running in the background so that the foreground app can run without issue. This includes limiting the amount of processing apps in the background can do, and in some specific cases, even shutting down your entire app process, which includes every activity associated with the app. This is done when the system is already pretty stressed out and in danger of skipping frames, so there are no additional callbacks or code that is run at this point. Your app's process is just shut down silently in the background. Now, of course, you're probably thinking, I never noticed that apps have been shut down in the background. And well, that's because this would be a pretty bad experience for a user to suddenly lose all of their open apps. So when you navigate back to an app that the Android OS shut down, it will kindly restart your apps for you. The OS will automatically try to save some of the UI information for this recreation process. But there's a lot of information in your activity that's more complicated than basic UI information, such as which dessert you're currently displaying in Dessert Pusher. Restoring the exact status of the activity usually requires some work on your part.